Tennis predictions today for Ruud versus Fonseca, McNally versus Eala, Friday, August 7th. Our tennis predictions for Friday, August 7th include Casper Ruud versus Joao Fonseca and Caty McNally versus Alexandra Eala. Ruud and Fonseca lead off the night session in Montreal for an intriguing third-round men's match. Ruud is a three-time major finalist, while the 19-year-old Fonseca has been steadily moving up the ranks and is aiming to crack the top 20 for the first time this summer. Over in Toronto, Eala Mania rolls on as a young Filipina takes on McNally tonight on center court. Below, we'll break down our top tennis predictions for Friday's Canadian Open matches, including winner payouts, key stats, and match predictions for Prize Picks. Make your Canadian Open predictions on Prize Picks for Friday's matches now. Canadian Open predictions, picks today, Friday, August 7th. Before we get into our tennis predictions for Friday, here's a quick look at the two matches we're focusing on and consensus favorites on Prize Picks Team Picks, where you can pick winners on each match. On Prize Picks Team Picks, a 2x payout represents a return of $200 on a $100 entry, or $20 on $10. A lower payout multiplier signals a higher implied probability of that result based on user picks. Payouts are live at the time of writing and are subject to change. Tennis winner markets are available in 36 states. Casper Ruud versus Joao Fonseca Canadian Open prediction, Friday, August 7th. Match winner payouts, Ruud 2.04x, Fonseca 1.69x. Tournament round, third round. 2026 record entering event, Ruud 24-14, Fonseca 16-12. Head-to-head record, Fonseca leads 1-0. Scheduled time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. How to watch, Tennis Channel. While Casper Ruud is best known for his prowess on clay, where he has won 12 of his 14 career titles, he is far from ineffective on hard courts. He owns a respectable 58.6% career win rate on the surface, and his remaining two titles have also come on hard courts. Ruud has also enjoyed plenty of success at this tournament, reaching at least a round of 16 in each of his 5 previous appearances. He even made the semifinals in 2022. The Norwegian player's recent form has been underwhelming, though, as he suffered a first-round defeat at Wimbledon and then won only one match at Gstaad, a clay event, in July before falling to Juan Manuel Cerundolo. The good news is Ruud quickly got revenge on Cerundolo here in Montreal with a 6-1, 6-2 beatdown in the second round. While Joao Fonseca faced more adversity in his second-round Montreal match against Stefanos Tsitsipas, he ultimately prevailed 7-6-3, 7-5. The 19-year-old has produced a 66.7% win rate on hard courts to open his career. The highlight of Fonseca's 2026 campaign has to be his French Open run, which culminated in his first trip to a major quarterfinal. Along the way, he defeated Novak Djokovic and Ruud, so it was by no means an easy draw either. The victory over Ruud marks the only meeting between these two players, but getting a 4-set win over the Norwegian on his preferred surface is notable. Fonseca also carries a better record on hard courts over the past 52 weeks. 16-7, compared to Ruud 19-13. With all that in mind, the Brazilian likely deserves a standing as a slight favorite. Per Tennis Abstract's yellow ratings, Fonseca is showing the edge with a 54.6% win probability. Make your Ruud versus Fonseca ADP Montreal prediction on Prize Picks now. Casper Ruud versus Joao Fonseca pick for the Canadian Open on Friday. Ruud versus Fonseca pick, 22.5 total games. In their French Open match, Fonseca defeated Ruud 7-5, 7-6, 8, 5-7, 6-2. Fonseca's second-round match versus Tsitsipas went 25 total games despite going 2 sets. Over the past 52 weeks on hard courts, Ruud has won a higher percentage of service points compared to Fonseca, 68.4% to 66.3%. But the Brazilian has the advantage in return points won, 35.9% to 34.4%. In Fonseca's 7 matches versus top 20 opponents in 2026, both players have won at least one set in all but 2. The 2 exceptions were straight set losses to Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner, though the latter match still went 26 total games. Caty McNally versus Alexandra Eala Canadian Open prediction, Friday, August 7th. Match winner payouts. McNally 2.94x, Eala 1.36x. Tournament round, third round. 2026 record entering event. McNally 22-18, Eala 35-18. Head-to-head record. First career meeting. Scheduled time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. How to watch? Tennis Channel. If her previous match was any indication, Alexandra Eala will almost certainly have the crowd behind her against Caty McNally. Eala has become one of the biggest draws on the WTA Tour, and Toronto is no exception. While Eala ultimately needed 3 sets to advance past Alicia Parks, she's picked up right where she left off in her Washington title run, now winning her 6th straight match on hard courts. It's worth reiterating that dating back to mid-June, Eala is 12-3 with wins over Elena Rybakina, Alina Svitolina twice, Iga Swiatek, Naomi Osaka, and Jessica Pegula. Her 3 losses were all against top 30 opponents, too. As an unseeded player, McNally has already played 2 matches here, defeating Tatiana Maria and Linda Noskova. Her 7-6-5, 6-1 over Noskova is particularly noteworthy, as not only is Noskova the world number 7, but she's also this year's Wimbledon champion. That should give McNally a huge boost in confidence against the red-hot Eala. However, the 24-year-old rarely makes deep runs in tournaments and has generally found more success as a doubles player. She's won just 51.9% of her hard court matches over the last 52 weeks. Particularly with Eala's vocal fan base creating a home court atmosphere, McNally seems unlikely to be the player who ends her winning streak. Tennis Abstract projects Eala to win 74.5% of the time. Make your McNally versus Eala WTA Toronto prediction on Prize Picks now. Caty McNally versus Alexandra Eala pick for Canadian Open on Friday. McNally versus Eala pick. 20.5 total games. Before the season, McNally had never beaten a top 20 opponent, but she now has 2 such wins after beating Noskova here and Victoria Mboko earlier this season in Madrid. McNally's first-round match went 3 sets, and both of her matches in Toronto have featured a tiebreak. They lasted 30 and 20 games, respectively. Eala has gone the distance in each of her last 2 matches, 26 and 25 total games, and fatigue could become a factor after having just 1 day between her rain-delayed title run in Washington and her opening match in Toronto. Eala also played doubles with Venus Williams on Thursday night. In the last round, Eala needed a deciding set to get past Alicia Parks, the world number 71. McNally enters this match ranked just 1 spot higher at number 70. Make your Canadian Open predictions today on Prize Picks. Casper Ruud and Joao Fonseca will go toe-to-toe in one of the top men's matches of the day. Alexandra Eala will draw another boisterous crowd as she looks to keep her winning streak going. Don't wait until Friday's matches start. Make your Canadian Open predictions on Prize Picks now. Pick players. Predict more or less on their stats like games won or aces, or make match winner predictions with team picks. Available in 36 states. Stay locked in on Playbook for daily Canadian Open predictions, tennis picks, and Prize Picks analysis throughout the tournament.